That was a Christmas gift.
For many, sports are a childhood hobby, but for sophomore Justin Maroney and his father, baseball has become a lifelong passion.
I grew up in Massachusetts, and that's a big, baseball state, the Red Sox and stuff there. So everyone played it, and thus I did too, and carried over to Texas. It was every weekend you'd have tournaments and games and stuff. There was never really a whole lot of free time.
That came from the Louisville Slugger.
But after a decade of playing, Justin had to give up the game after suffering multiple arm injuries.
Because stuff kept happening and it kept setting me back, and I wasn't progressing the way I should have been able to.
Just takes a while. That's all.
However, Justin's journey in baseball was nowhere near over.
We happened to be out. We'd gone to flea markets, and we stopped by a card shop. It was really a florist, but he had cards. And he told us we could buy anything he had for $5 per row. So we bought a bunch of it, and that's how we got started.
And 8 years later, the duo's collection is one for the record books.
And you fill really the need of the sport, you fill that void with the cards and stuff. And it's a bit of an addiction at this point. We've probably had as many as 5 million cards through, whether we've had them or in the past or we have them now.
Speaker, he's a big-time Hall of Famer. He played for the Red Sox. That's from 1926.
Along with the joy of collecting, the collection has resulted in various benefits.
Kind of the historical side. I enjoy that. Baseball's always been a big part of America and other sports in general, a big part of pop culture and that sort of thing. So kind of having pieces of that as time goes by is an interesting thing to have. And then obviously the monetary gain isn't a terrible thing necessarily. So, but
Park kind of way in the back so I don't get door dings on her.
The money that Justin has acquired through his collection has been used in part to finance his car, as well as purchase items for other various collections. But the knowledge gained is equally as rewarding.
you learn more and more about it to the point where you can pretty much tell you what the card number is, who's on that card, and what the picture is. You know what I mean? So it gets to that point where it's like you've memorized a bunch.
Eventually, if I get to card number 95, as I recall, right there, Mickey Mantle.
He knows a lot about regional sets and things that, you know, you'd almost have to find an almanac to know about. They're difficult cards to know about.
And the father-son bond the pair has formed is priceless.
Dad kind of enjoyed it as a younger kid, and he saw that I enjoyed it, so we kind of latched on, and it kind of became a father-son thing that we kept doing together. It's probably something that a lot of kids don't do, and it's a lot like working a job with them.
It's just a really nice hobby to be able to have with your son. It's something we have in common, a common interest in, and we work on together.
Bottom right hand.
This is Jackie Carroll reporting for the Lovejoy News Network.